Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again, and in this video also. So guys, as I told you in my last video, in this step we are going to learn reorganize Azure resources, and apart from this we have one more topic, which is removing resources and resource groups. So two very important concept of this AZ104 because I'm sure definitely there will be a question from Azure resource deletion. Okay, like how you can delete resources. So I hope this video will be informative. So let me begin with the very first one, which is reorganize Azure resource. Okay, so guys, sometimes you may need to move resources to either a new subscription or a new resource group in the same subscription. For example, you have uh, one subscription A already, you have taken one more B, so you want to move from A to B. That is a situation. Okay, or you have RG R1 resource group 1, RG2, and if you have one resource here XYZ, and that you want to move to RG2, that is a situation. Okay, so how it is, we'll learn. So guys, when moving resources, both the source group and the target group are logged during the operation. Make a note of this. If you are moving resource from one place to another place, or one resource group to another resource group, in this operation both source and source and target group are logged. Okay, next point, write and delete operations are blocked on the resource group until the move is completed or completes. So write and delete operation cannot performed during this operation. Next one guys, this lock means you cannot add, update or delete resources in the resource group during this operation. Fourth, locks don't mean that resources are not available. Okay, so these 3 points are very important. I gave my experience. I'm talking about my experience, whatever I have gone through during my preparation for the examination. So I'm telling you three very important point. Okay, and for example, if you move a virtual machine to a new resource group, you are moving to a new resource group, an application can still access the virtual machine. So the application which is installed on this virtual machine is still accessible even if you are moving to new resource group, that particular virtual machine. And you can see, for example, you have this situation. Okay, let me give little more here, and I will erase this, so you can watch it clearly what is over there. Okay guys, so you have a scenario where you got let me take highlighter one more time once again. So for example, you have a resource group. Okay, or you have one subscription here, you got one subscription, this is your one subscription, and inside this subscription you have two resource group. One is this, you can see, and another one is here. You have one VM here, you have one VM here. So you got another subscription, so you created one more resource group. So inside this subscription you can create multiple resource groups, so you can see 1 and 2 here. Okay, inside one subscription you can see this is one subscription and you have two resource group. So you can move this virtual machine to this group as well as new subscription if you are taking a new subscription, and here also you are creating a new resource group, so that is possible. A very simple example here. There should not be any confusion. In one subscription you have two resource group, and one virtual machine can be either transfer or move to this second resource group, or you can have another subscription that you will be taking, or you will be creating another resource group. So you can move that VM to this subscription as well as resource group. There should not be any confusion, guys, in this scenario. Okay. And implementation, let's talk about implementation. Okay, to move resources, select the resource group containing those resources, and then select move button. So I will give you one graphic here, and select the resources to move and the destination resource group. So where you want to move it, you have to select source and destination. Very simple. For example, you can see here, this is add button. Okay, this is not required here. So you can see this is subscription name. Okay, and you can select whatever you want to move, this move button, and move to another resource group. You can see here. Okay, and move to another subscription, and move to another region. Okay, region. So you got three options where you want to move, like where you are moving is your destination or target, and from where you're moving, that is your source. Okay, and origin of that particular resource, I should say in simple language. So guys, I hope it is very clear. Okay, where you want to move, either to resource group, subscription, or region. Let me take highlighter here. So you are aware about it now. There shouldn't be any confusion where you can move resource. Okay, so possibility is resource group. Let me remove this. Resource group, subscription, and region. Apart from this, guys, what we have learned so far is reorganizing Azure resources, and how you can move from one subscription to another, and one resource group to another resource group. Apart from this, implementation, again it is moving only. And now we'll see remove resources and resource group. So I need a highlighter here. Highlighter I will take, and something I'll take yellow color. Okay, use caution. Okay, you have to be very careful when deleting a resource group. Why? Because if you delete this box, everything which is inside this box will be deleted. For example, A1, 2, A, X, Y, Z, whatever is there, everything will be deleted if you delete this complete box. So you need to be very careful. Deleting a resource group deletes all the resources contained within it, and this is also a question in examination, either 900 or 104. If you are deleting the resource group, what will happen, and what does it actually? So it will delete all the resources contained within it. Okay, make a note. Next thing, that resource group might contain resources that resources in other resource group depends on. So it is like a situation, very rare situation. Okay, might be you have one more resource group here. Okay, so R2 for example, and that the resource which is kept here is related to some resources here also. That is a very rare situation I am telling you. And you can see this is the option, delete resource group. So if you select this, you will delete whatever is there inside that resource group. And using PowerShell to delete resource groups. So you can use PowerShell also. To remove a resource group, use remove command -az resource group. Okay, and I will show you an example here. So for example, in this example, what we are going to do is we are deleting, or we are removing Contoso resource group 01. Okay, with the help of PowerShell. So I will show you here one picture. So this is the command you have to run: remove resource group hyphen name and this special comma, okay, inverted comma, and the resource group name, and you have to give enter. And apart from this, like removing resources, what we have understood so far, removing resource group, you should be very careful while you are learning something. Okay, till now what we have done is we have learned about it resource group, and now we are going to learn about removing resources. So you can also delete individual resources within a resource group. Okay, for example, you have this resource group, you want to delete A, so you can delete A alone independently. You do not need to delete all the resources or that resource group. For example, here we are deleting a virtual network. Okay, and you can see, so this is virtual network. For example, we have one virtual network. So again, you got lots of options like move, we have, okay, and refresh, move. So we are not moving anything here, we are just deleting it. So select that particular resource and select delete, so that resource will be deleted from here, from your resource group. And you can see here resource group, you can see name as ASH, sorry, and from here we are deleting virtual network. Apart from this, guys, determine resource limits. So there are certain limits. Okay, so Azure lets you view resources or resource usage against limits. So for example, you are I'm just telling you are giving 2 GB. Okay, so once this 2 GB is over, what will happen? I'm just giving you an example. So that kind of limits you can configure, and this is helpful to track current usage and plan for future use. So the limit shown are the limits for your subscriptions, and when you need to increase the default limit, there is a request increase link. Okay, if you want to increase your limit, default limit, there will be a link to request to increase the limit. And all resources have maximum limit listed in Azure limits. Okay, you can find it from Azure limits, what is the maximum limit for a particular resource. Apart from this, if you are at the maximum limit, the limit cannot be increased until you place a request. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about, that also goes to quota kind of thing. Okay, so it is demo basically, and you can see quota is there, provider information is there, location is there, usage is there, and request. From here you can place a request to increase your limit, your quota. Okay, and you can see here total CPU, total regional CPU it is showing, and usage and quota you can see here. Okay, who's providing it, Microsoft Compute, and which location it is providing, and usage, how much you have used it. For example, in this location, okay, if I tell you East US, they gave you 100 CPUs. Okay, so you have already consumed 25, so it is telling you 25% is gone. I hope it is very clear what I'm talking about. And if you see here, like standard DV2 family CPUs, you got location is West Europe, and they gave you 100. So you have used 16, so it is telling you 16% is gone. So this is how you can check limits also, what is default limit, what is used, and what is still we can use, and how to increase it. From here you can increase, you can place a request and increase the limit in a particular region, or I should say location. Okay, I hope guys it is very simple, in simple language I'm trying to deliver and discuss with you. And only thing I'm just asking you, make a note, be serious, and make a note. So if you are not serious, you cannot learn anything, because you will not learn such thing in dumps and all. Nobody will tell you what is service request or request increase, how to increase the limit of quota or default limits in your dumps. But if you listen something carefully and make a note, definitely you can enhance your skill and knowledge. So again, it is up to you. My job is to just give you the right direction, so you can follow it. And following or not following, you are the owner, guys. So here I am done with this video. I will meet you in next video with the next topic. Till then, bye bye.